All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I am gonna check this out on my phone, see if I can hear myself. Um, see if everything's coming through all right. Let me see. Let's see what this does. Okay, I can hear myself, so that's good. I can hear myself, so that's good. I can hear myself, so that's. All right. So Pepino Man, is that you? Are you back? I hope that's you, Pepino. I checked it out on my phone. I can hear myself. I set up a headset now. Someone just split. I don't know. But I just went live like 2 minutes ago. I went on like a 16-minute rant about the Cleveland Indians, which I guess I'm gonna have to go over again. Kind of embarrassing, but that's what happens whenever you don't really stream that much or ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna hit up Mike O. See if he could join. One sec. So I know the first minute of this video isn't much. It was me kind of getting off the ground. So to get back on my soapbox and to be talking about the Cleveland Indians and this season again. So basically I went on a rant. The past couple days I've been pretty pissed off. Sorry, Mike and the Phillies, but man, I hated to see Carlos Santana go. He's my favorite player on the Indians. I have his jersey, which is made me more pissed off because it's money I spent to get his jersey, and now he's not on the team. I'm still going to wear it because it's an Indians jersey regardless, but I'm kind of mad that I have to wear someone's jersey who plays for a different team now. It's upsetting. The Indians this offseason have done nothing but piss me off. It's simple. We're trading everyone away for nothing. We let Santana go, all because we didn't pay him the amount of money that he was looking for, which it's in a way a two-way street, but it's more one-sided towards the Indians. At the beginning of his free agency this offseason, we offered him $17.4 million. According to MLB, he was worth 18. Okay, we're short $600,000. He didn't want to accept. Said, "Hey, shoot me more offers. I'm going to keep looking." All right. Well, I don't remember if this was before or after. We bought back Michael Brantley for another season, why he's done the past 2 seasons nothing but riding the pine, sitting on the bench, being a bench warmer. He didn't do nothing this season, and even more so the last season. We paid him $11 million. If we could have given that extra money to Santana, we could have given him $28 million. Okay, maybe he's not worth that, but we could have given him more for 1 season than the Phillies did for 3. They offered him $60 million for 3 years. So that tells me a couple of things with him taking that offer. He wanted more money, and they offered him a 3-year deal, which means he's with one team for 3 years. I think he's kind of getting tired of having to worry about if he's going to stay an Indian every year after they just keep buying him for 1 year. And I know the Indians don't have trouble paying people for multiple seasons because they gave Edwin Encarnacion like $60 million for like 6 seasons or something like that. Regardless, what are we doing? The Indians franchise has pissed me off. Now they're talking that they want to get rid of Jason Kipnis, our solid second baseman. They just want to off him to the Mets. I mean, we lost Santana. We're going to lose Kipnis. We kept Michael Brantley, who hasn't done nothing. He's ridden the pine. He's played on the bench. done nothing for this team. Meanwhile, Jason Kipnis, minus his injury this last season, he did great. He did absolutely awesome. Matter of fact, if some Indians fans argue that he wasn't one of our best hitters or didn't put up the best numbers, really? How come he was the only guy that could hit off Aroldis Chapman? Guy throwing 104, 105 mile per hour fastballs. Kipnis was the only one to do it. And not just once. He did it last year in the postseason, or in the World Series, and he did this postseason against the Yankees. He can hit off Chapman. I'm pretty sure he can hit. I don't know. The Indians just this postseason and the winter meetings have pissed me off like bad. And it's not like we don't have the money. Okay, we're not I understand the Indians aren't like the Yankees. We don't have money to shell out. Okay. But the problem is we're losing our solid players. Yeah, they're not big names like a Giancarlo Stanton or whoever else went up for free agency this winter meetings. But if we're getting rid of our solid guys who make up a great team, for what? For minor league deals? Because that's all we've signed is minor league deals. So, so far, we've gotten rid of Santana. We're planning on getting rid of Kipnis. And they've given away half our bullpen. Our bullpen is what has made us such a great team. Indian fans or not, they know the Indians had an awesome bullpen. We lost half of it. All for minor league. Anything I've seen that we've signed has been nothing but minor league deals. Pisses me off. We're going to be in a 5 to 10 year drought before we get even back to the playoffs or the postseason. The World Series, nonetheless. Like, seriously. If we could have added a little bit more talent to the team we had last year, we probably could have gone the distance and won the whole thing this year. Because we swept the Astros during the season. Sure, were they a different team when we played them at the beginning? Yeah, they upped the ante. They pushed themselves. Something we didn't do in the postseason. The Yankees obviously wanted it more than we did. We let them go with the 3-0 lead. Same like we did with the postseason in Chicago. Good night. It's horrendous. So the Indians don't want to shell out money. That's obvious. Because, okay, say they wanted to save money to go big. All right, Santana, we're not going to pay you the $20 million you want. We're not going to pay half of our bullpen. We want a big name. Let's go after Stanton. Okay, I can see that. Why? Because we can put a double E at first base. And the reason why I say we'd have to put him at first is because Stanton made it almost very clear to people who were looking into him. He didn't want to sign with the team unless he was going to DH. He's tired of playing the field. He just wants to hit. So that's why it wouldn't have been good for Stanton to end up in the NL. Okay, cool. We could have had double E on first and Stanton DHing. I would have been somewhat happier. I would have been sad to lose Santana. Like I said, he's my favorite player. I learned how to bat like him. I learned how to switch hit bat, because he does. No, it's horrible. But we're not even looking into other people from what it sounds like. We're just looking into giving people away. Mike Napoli's up for free agency. Okay, he's played with us before. He didn't have that great of a season. He can't be worth that much. Let's offer him some money to come play first for us. I haven't heard anything about that. I haven't heard us going after anyone. But yet we're here letting everyone go and we want to get rid of people. The only person I've heard the Indians had interest in was Javi Baez. I don't want Baez. I don't care how good of a second baseman he is and how great him and Lindor can do together like they did in the WBC. I don't care. Guess what? He has the World Series championship, Cubs championship tattooed on his shoulder. He got that championship by beating us. I don't want him on our team. No. I don't care how good he is, but nonetheless, the Indians haven't gone for anyone. It's sad. How are we going to have a team this next year, if not for the next couple years, if all we're signing people to the minor league deals? And most minor leaguers, they don't pan out. Our last great minor leaguer we had was Clint Frazier. We gave him away for Andrew Miller, which was a heck of a trade. I'll give him that. Plus, I don't like Clint Frazier, to be honest. I think he's too cocky. I don't think he would have fit in the Indians locker room. I didn't like him. I think he fits in pretty well in New York, honestly. That's where he should have ended up. But like, we have our other great minor leaguers, Francisco Mejia. He's our catcher. At this point, you could call him our third string catcher. But he just recently got our skipper's number 17 instead of wearing number 77 like he did this season when he got called up. And for what? Why? Is Jan getting old? Yeah, but he's still a great catcher. He knows what he's doing back there. He's up there with catchers like no one this day and age can be Yadi Molina or even Salvi Perez, but Yan Gomes is up there. But really, what are we doing with Roberto Perez? He hasn't done nothing. He couldn't hit worth a squat, and he's not that great behind the plate. He's not. I say put Mejia as your backup and let Roberto Perez go for the money that we're paying him. That would save you some money. Like, seriously. The Indians are giving away most of our team, are letting it go. We're going to be rebuilding. We're going to be the American League Braves, because that's all the Braves have been doing, is just been rebuilding. That's it. Who do they have over there? The Braves, they have who? Freddie Freeman? I can't even think of another Braves player. I honestly can't. And see, so some of the stuff that I've been seeing, talking to other Indians fans, is numbers. Give me 1 sec. I'm sick, so I'm trying to drink some water. Is numbers. Well, Santana and Kipnis, they didn't put up big numbers. Okay, but they didn't do bad either. We got to remember, numbers in baseball are changing. And the perfect example of that is look at Aaron Judge. If it wasn't for Stanton, Judge would have had the most home runs. Judge came in solid rookie of the year, hitting like a beast, doing all he could to play. Great outfielder, awesome hitter. Guy was hitting home runs like crazy. But something we got to remember is, and I'm more than sure, and I'd put money on it, he probably had the most strikeouts of a player this entire season. Yet no one remembers the strikeouts. All they remember is his home runs. So if you can overlook his strikeouts versus his home runs, that should tell you something. Because unless he's DHing, honestly, those home runs really shouldn't mean much. With that number, with that amount of strikeouts, they shouldn't mean much. But that's just how baseball's changing. Maybe numbers don't mean as much as they should, because it's just, I guess, how baseball is now. I think we should have kept Santana, paid him a little bit more, got rid of Brantley. And heck, I was hearing rumors that it was either going to be Santana we were getting back or Jay Bruce. I haven't even heard of us trying to get Jay Bruce back. Like, what's up with that? If we weren't going to get back Santana, then why haven't we tried for Jay Bruce yet? That's messed up. Kind of hoping some more people would get in here. And I can talk and write in the chat to you guys about what you guys think about this season, this off season so far. Sorry, guys. I'm very sick. I've been in bed for like the past 4 days, and today I had enough. I had to get rid of all this built up tension about baseball. I've just been laying down and reading, and seriously, some stuff is just blown my mind. Like you guys saw in my Shohei Ohtani video, which got a lot of views. Thank you guys very much. It had like a negative from some girl I've never even seen in this community before. I mean, I guess with that big of views, it kind of got out there a bit. My video did, and she gave me some backlash for it. But it is what it is. Whatever. Haters are gonna hate. But talking about Shohei Ohtani, so this off season, you start hearing the rumors. He's coming. He's coming to the MLB. Okay, cool. Shohei Ohtani, great player. He can pitch, he can hit, he can play the field. And he said that's what he wants to do. But his agents and him, they had strict requirements for him to be able to even come and play. They wanted teams to put in applications for him, basically, and they had to answer questions about why he should play for them. He shot down Philadelphia right away. He shot down New York Yankees because they were too big of an organization. And it seemed like he was going to go somewhere in the NL. And it was going to either be the Padres or the Giants. And it was looking more so like maybe... I kept hearing more so Giants, but I think he would have been better off with the Padres. And why? Because the Padres aren't very much, to be honest. But, it is what it is. He would have been better in the NL, like I said in the video. He could have gotten in a good rotation, where if it was a 6-man rotation, he could have pitched one game, he could have worked the field for 2, and then he could have been off 3 days. With the 5-man rotation, he could have pitched for 1, worked the field for 1, it was off 3. Or worked the field for 2 and off for 2 days until he had to pitch again. Could have been great. He's a solid fielder. He can pitch. Oh boy, can he pitch. And he can hit. But he signed with the Angels, and ultimately the team he went to was his choice. He was in full control of the team that he picked. Why he went to the Angels? Everyone's joking, saying it was just because of Mike Trout. I don't know, because now is he going to play the field and hit, or is he going to just pitch? The only time he's going to get to hit is if he plays for the NL. Or if he plays against the NL and they're in the NL stadium and you have to play by NL rules. That's the only way he's going to get to hit. Unless the Angels are kind enough to allow him to be on a pitch and field rotation, which he'll be hitting less than if he would have been in the NL, because most pitchers in the NL hit anyways. So he would have gotten more hitting time regardless. I don't know. Man, this is kind of a bummer. At least I had Pepino man around. I don't see him around this time. I had one person around for the beginning of the stream. I don't know where they went. Mike never got a hold of me. I think he's busy, so otherwise he probably would have gotten back to me fairly quickly. Yeah, so anything other baseball I can think to talk about? Yeah, I mean, I could talk about Stanton in New York. Him and Judge are going to be a hitting duo over there. That's going to be cool to see. It's kind of messed up that Jeter basically forced Stanton to go. Regardless of it being with the Yankees, I mean, it just made it look a little bit more suspect that he went to the Yankees, considering that Jeter's a new team. And why? Because they say that they want to rebuild. Okay, rebuild around Stanton. I mean, you had something good there. They haven't signed back Ichiro yet, so I don't know what they're doing there. It's that's even up for question. Where's Ichiro going? I know the Cleveland Indians wouldn't get him, and if they do, you've blown my mind there. Jose Bautista, we haven't heard anything about him. Is it Mike Moustakas or is it Eric Hosmer? I believe no. No, it's Eric Hosmer who plays first. Haven't heard anything about him getting signed anywhere. So, who knows? Bryce Harper. It seemed like him and Chris Bryant, good old buddies, wanted to be reunited in Chicago, but when the Stanton deal for New York got shelled out, Harper kind of tweeted at them like, I'm up for free agency too. Which Harper, where's Harper going? Shoot, if the Indians get Harper, I'll be happy. That means Double E's probably playing first, and Harper's probably going to DH because Harper's a right fielder, and unless we stick him in right field, then we're still stuck without a first baseman. So who knows? Hosmer, I highly doubt we'll get Hosmer. He had to have been asking for more money than Santana. And it doesn't seem like the Indians want to pay for multi-year contracts at this point, which is funny because they were willing. They offered Francisco Lindor $100 million for a lifetime contract, which would have meant Francisco Lindor would have been an Indian till his retirement days, which he didn't accept. The reason he didn't is because part of it is he knows he's worth more, and because of inflation, to be quite honest, by the time he'd retired, that $100 million would be worth a lot more then than it is now. I don't know. I know there was some other stuff I wanted to talk about. I just can't think of it. After going on that 16-minute first initial rant on this live stream, I don't know. It's kind of sad. I was hoping to talk to some of you guys and get your guys' opinions and whatnot. For those of you that watch this video, leave comments. Let me know if you guys want me to do it again, and maybe we could talk more. Let me know, though. All right. I guess I'm going to sign off for this live stream. I checked it at the beginning. I heard myself, so I believe this one worked. But until next time, you guys, see ya.